Hello everyone and welcome back to the monthly Magiontology corner. First, I want to apologize for the delay with this video, but I do have some exciting news to share with you. I'll do that in the end of the video. For now, let's meet the Gobelinus autumnus, the autumn goblin. Most magical beings are attuned with nature and can be affected by seasonal change. Around this time of year, as the leaves change color and start to fall, the autumn goblins make their appearance. Autumn goblins are usually just over 1 meter tall, with the tallest reaching around 120 centimeters. They have similar size and proportions to young human children, which can cause some confusions. Their skin is light brown, often with a tinge of green, and they have large gold eyes. Their hair is this bright mix of vivid yellow, orange, and red, sometimes with a bit of darker shade of red, almost crimson, mixed in. Many think that their name, Autumn Goblin, comes from this very autumnal coloring, but actually it's because this is when they wake up. Autumn goblins hate heat, so they hibernate throughout summer and most of the spring, usually in deep underground caves where the air remain cool even in the hottest of days. With the arrival of autumn, they climb out of their hidey holes and happily look for deciduous trees and shrubs, because autumn foliage is also their favorite snack. Their diet consists of various leaves and roots, but they claim that fall leaves, especially bright red or yellow ones, before they get any of the brown spots, have a special flavor. Autumn goblins clearly don't believe in the idea that you shouldn't play with your food, and there's nothing that they like more than a leafy snack after a good play in the leaves. One of their most beloved games is Pass Under the Leaves, where you throw a bunch of leaves up in the air as high as you can and then run under it, trying to pass under as many of the leaves before they fall to the ground. The other players will stand around and count the leaves you pass loudly, sometimes purposely miscounting in order to confuse the other players. An important reminder that this game is not about winning, it's about having fun with your friends and making as much mess as possible. If the running goblin slips and falls face first into the leaves, it will be accepted with loud cheers and claps. This may seem mean, but actually, the falling goblin is allowed to eat the leaves that got stuck to his face. So actually, falling on your face is a win. As you can imagine, a gathering of autumn goblins can be very loud, but they're not worried about being discovered because, like most goblins, they have the innate ability to become invisible. So if a human passes by, they just disappear. Sometimes they play a whole game of pass under the leaves while invisible. Apparently, they find it hilarious to try and count the leaves while they can't see the runner. It is likely that several rumors of haunted parks and forests began that way. Like most goblins, autumn goblins are a mischievous bunch. They love to play and they love trickery. But unlike some, they have no malevolent intentions. They genuinely just want to have fun and will never harm anyone on purpose. But mistakes do happen. So perhaps it's lucky for us that they don't make too much contact with humans. They simply don't find us interesting enough, and quite frankly, they think we have no idea how to have fun. It's recorded that they were extremely excited when they first discovered that many humans collect fall leaves in large piles in their backyards, but were infinitely disappointed when they discovered that it wasn't preparation for a good pass under the leaf game, and that in fact, many humans are extremely annoyed when those piles are scattered. Of course, this doesn't stop them from playing in said piles and making a mess. Some of them still hope that humans will get the point and join in, but most of them are just having fun. They are aware that this can lead to some confusion, that if they're seen while playing, their size often make adults assume that these are children at play, and occasionally an innocent neighbor's child gets the blame for the mess that they have made. When this happens, they will usually wait for the accuser to make another pile of leaves, and then have a pass under the leaf tournament while invisible, at a time where the human child could not possibly be there, thus clearing his name. This may have resulted in a few panic attacks, but humans really shouldn't be that scared of disembodied voices, and that guy wasn't fun anyway. Autumn goblins feel a certain affinity to human children, partly because they have similar size, but mostly because they love to play too. They have long ago learned to avoid adult humans who tend to respond to the goblin's appearance with fear or disgust. So rude. But some autumn goblins develop close friendships with human children. It usually only lasts a few years, and then the child grows and starts to talk about them as that imaginary friend I had. It does hurt some, but goblins understand that it's just part of life, and humans are very weird after all. So if you take a walk in the forest this autumn, or pass by a yard with a nice big pile of leaves, and you hear what seems to be the ruckus of children at play, stay quiet, and you might catch a glimpse of autumn goblins playing. And maybe try a round of pass under the leaves. If there's one thing that autumn goblins know, it's how to have fun. I hope you enjoyed meeting the autumn goblins. They're a fun bunch. Like I said, I have a few announcements to make. Number one, there's another video coming up later today, just to make up for last week. It's an autumn garland tutorial, actually the one I was wearing in the video, and I hope you'll check it out. The second is that I finally found someone to do the art prints, including the Magiontology paintings, and they will be available in my shop in the beginning of next week. And last and definitely not least, I'm letting you choose who will be the next Magiontology creature. So, which of these three candidates would you like to meet next month? You can vote here in the comments, just write the numbers 1, 2, or 3, or you can also go to my Facebook or Instagram and vote there. The vote will be closed in the end of the month, and you'll find out who won on the second Friday of December. I'm really looking forward to see who you'll choose. Next Friday, we'll have a story and art video. I hope you'll join in. Until then, have a wonderful week.